Hey y'all. Yeah. Y'all come on in. Like, share, subscribe. Got some news for y'all. You may not like it, but I got some news for y'all. I already told y'all what's gonna happen. I already told y'all what's gonna happen in this case. Happy birthday to you. If today your birthday, happy birthday. Hey. Y'all, we want to get into the day. We ain't gonna keep you long today, but we want to come in here and just to get a little you a peep of what's going on. I already predict this now. We already predict this because you know the law. Frisco track meet stabbing suspect Karmelo Anthony released after posting bond. And we talked about this and we described what was going to happen and what was going to take place due to the law. Okay, this is for commenting, criticism, and educating purposes. Know the law, y'all. Know the law in your state. Okay. So y'all, before we get started, close that screen down and start letting all them flies up in here. You know how I feel about the flies, cause they love the land, right? And they got some, a lot of things ain't good about them flies. Now, y'all, we're gonna talk about Karmelo Anthony posting bond. The judge didn't have no choice but to lower the bond. Yeah, he ain't gonna go nowhere, no way. But I do give my condolences to Austin Metcalf, family. But the decision that you made, we always talk about that, affects your life. Both sides, both sides. Okay, let's listen to this.
Within the past hour, 17-year-old Karmelo Anthony has been released from the Collin County Jail after posting bond. A judge reduced his bond this morning from $1 million to $250,000. He's facing a murder charge after police say he stabbed another teenager, Austin Metcalf, while at a track meet at a Frisco high school. Stephen Dial is in McKinney with more. Stephen.
Karmelo Anthony left the Collin County Jail in a suit but had nothing to say to the reporters before he got into that vehicle. The district court says that she looked at all the factors in this case, him not having a criminal history, and that led to her making her decision to reduce his bond. 17-year-old Karmelo Anthony was silent after bonding out of the Collin County Jail and being placed on house arrest.
How is this self-defense?
2 days after the family of Austin Metcalf buried their son, they were at the Collin County Courthouse for a bond reduction hearing Monday. Karmelo Anthony is accused of stabbing and killing Metcalf at a Frisco track meet earlier this month. The case has quickly become national news, drawing a lot of attention, resulting in threats and increased security at the courthouse.
Threats and, talk of race war and all kinds of insanity isn't good for, obviously, the Anthony family. It's not good for the Metcalf family.
Cameras were not allowed inside the courtroom, but we did capture the Anthony family arriving. His father, Andrew, testified in the hearing. District Court Judge Angela Tucker said that she's never gotten this volume of calls and had to have this level of security in the courtroom in her 13 years on the bench. Court documents say Anthony stabbed Metcalf during a fight. When an officer arrived, court documents say Anthony told the officer, "I was protecting myself." Collin County District Attorney Greg Willis spoke after the hearing.
The judge has made the call, and so what's important is what's next, and it's our job to be level-headed, to be fact-based, and to follow the truth wherever it leads.
Anthony's father testified he's taking a leave from work because of the incident, and his wife is a stay-at-home mother with 3 other children. During the hearing, the prosecution brought up the fact that more than $400,000 have been raised for the Anthony family, saying a reduction is not needed because they have the funds. A big question in this case will be, why did Anthony bring a weapon to a high school stadium? It's a question that was asked of his attorney.
That's an understandable question, but it's not something that, frankly, we're prepared to even go into.
Now, in the opening statement to the media from that interview that you just heard, he led with talking about self-defense. Again, the court documents mention self-defense. We'll have to wait and see how that defense will be made in court when things pan out. Now, according to the judge, the terms of the bond are house arrest and ankle monitor. She told him to stay off social media, and he has to personally call her bailiff every Friday morning, not his parents, but him. There's a list of other things that is set, and if he violates that, he'll return to the colony.
Now, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. I ain't gonna hold y'all all night, but y'all, in a situation like that, I wish y'all the grown people, your grown people, stop being so y'all doing too much. It's not the children, it's the adults here doing so much. Okay, y'all doing too much in this case. Hey, baby, that y'all doing too much in this case, and it just don't make no sense. So, stop being violent. Y'all stop thinking everything. Y'all I can't tell y'all what to think, but I tell you what. We talked about this, and I told y'all I knew that he was going to get a bond because he's not a threat. Y'all stop being prejudiced, okay? Stop being prejudiced and look at the law. Look at the law in Texas. Texas law is different from Georgia law. I wouldn't dare. Hey, baby. Hey, Rick. Rick, I don't did so many live on a lot of stuff you told me to look up. You need to go back and check it out. Y'all, I have a new channel. Hey, y'all. Hey, Matt. What is it? Kindness. Now, look, y'all. Look. Go check my other channel out. My other channel gonna be more like an entertainment channel. Okay, I like to tell comedy, and I like the joking too. And I try to let it be fun. The name of it is funny acting entertainment. But now go over there and check it out. Funny acting entertainment. This is my new channel over there. I remember you. I remember y'all. Shoot. But this case right here, y'all, it's not these children in this case. They are talking about their boy. They don't even know their boy. They talking about McAustin, and they don't even know Austin. I think that's where we started at, talking about these children. You know, these children can't make their decision. We got to make their decision for them. And I knew he was going to get a bond. Everything that I told y'all. Y'all need to go back and remember everything that we talked about over here. Everything, we talking about the law. That's what we talked about on this channel here. We talked about the law. We weren't talking about we talked about Karmelo and this really hurt me, y'all. Every time I see these boys, it hurts me because they weren't supervised. Everybody think boys are so mature at the age of 17. No, they're not. They are boys. They are boys. They are boys. They are being boys. And I do not blame Karmelo, and I do not blame Austin. I blame the authority. I don't care what nobody say. I still blame the authority. Because that's what children are trained to do. They act like a captain and a co-captain, a leader, and do, to protect themselves. So I don't blame nobody. It's the law that stepped in with self-defense, stand your ground in Texas. So that's what we are dealing with here, y'all. And that's what y'all gonna deal with after this. But what tripped me out is that law worked for Austin and McCullough, but what about the school teachers? What about the principals? What about the cafeteria workers? What about the kids who are in school that is being bullied with weapons? What about them? What about them? Why didn't the law step in on that situation? Why? I don't understand. I don't understand what's going on here. I don't blame this 17-year-old boy right here. I'm not blaming him. I'm not blaming Austin. I'm not going to push the issue on neither one of them. Only thing I'm going to say is, wherever you coach, wherever you security, wherever you stadium manager, where. And a lot of people think that I'm being hard. Not a lot of people, just ignorant ass people, just think that I'm being hard on the coaches. But as a coach, I always had a parent up in that stand with them children, high school students. I don't care what y'all say. Everybody want these children to be adults at their age. He don't even know what's going on. He is going, this boy gonna lose his mind. In Austin, brother, in Austin, I just can't believe he gone. I just can't believe this kid is gone. I can't believe nothing like this happened at a track meet. Out of 16 years of coaching and out of running track, I'd never seen nothing like this. Now what I want to get to is, and it's going to be in my mind, and I don't care how y'all think. I know how I think. Why did he bring a knife to that track meet? I'm not saying that that's why he bring the knife to school for the kid, for Austin. I'm not saying that he brought a knife to school for Austin. I'm saying this boy had been threatened before. These kids, your kids is going to school every day, been threatening, y'all. They've been threatening at practice. They've been threatening at football game, baseball game, track. They've been threatening at all the time. Somebody threatened these kids. Your kids, my kid don't been threatened before. But the last time, after a whole month, almost a year, it's time to step in to protect herself. I'm not going to keep letting nobody a whole year. I can't even work. Now, let's put it back on them. Just imagine if you was a parent and you work, and then every time you turn around, principal calling you about your child, protecting themselves. That's the way I look at this situation right here. I'm not looking at this, but I'm saying though, they were protect you. Don't if you don't been bullied before, and your child don't been in a situation before, they wasn't mad when they came to that track meet. They wasn't intended to do this at this track meet. But y'all can't tell me that these kids do not know, they don't know each other, but they are familiar with each other. Yes, they are familiar with each other. They are in the county. They are in the same district. Yeah, they're both of them guys, both of them boys, and they are in the same district. They are in Frisco district. Of course, you know they're gonna hear about each other. Of course, you're gonna know they're gonna know each other's name. You think that y'all really think that Austin and Karmelo didn't recognize each other? Y'all really think that they don't recognize? You think they ain't never heard each other's name in the county? Even the coach heard of each other's name. Because see, when you go to a track meet, that's what you talk about. When you go to a football game, hey, number 42, watch out for number 42, because that's, man, he gonna get away with the ball. You know, I say in track, you're gonna say, look at him. We got competition out here in this district meet. Now look, now you got Robinson from Booker T. Washington High School. Yeah, we got Washington too, in Booker T. Washington High School. He's good. He jumped do the long jump. You know who you are competing. People, listen to me. When you go to them track meet, you know who you are going against. You know what team you're going against. If you know anything about track, I know who I'm about to challenge in this shot put. I know who I'm about to challenge in this long jump. For those who don't want to hear it, you'll never understand. So sit down somewhere and pay attention to what I'm saying. So I'm going to say this. Y'all need to put them weapons down, but your law, y'all people who complaining on YouTube and on social media and sitting back in the cut, y'all the one live in Texas. Y'all the one voted on that law. Y'all the one did this. Y'all did this. He guilty or trust. He is guilty. Austin guilty. Both of them guilty. Now what's the problem? They both are guilty. One just underlined and one not. That's y'all law in Texas. I'm not from Texas. I couldn't live in Texas due to their law. I can't. Not only Texas, a lot of in Florida. Even though I know people in Florida, no, both of them wrong. Both of them wrong. You got two people were wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong. And I'm not about to argue. That's what's wrong with it. What's wrong with the world now? The adults, the grown people, the adults who supposed to be leaders. That's the problem. They are the problem. Man, that man got to take off from work, and Austin father got to do what he got to do to bury his child, to live with this situation. And y'all worrying about a cash out. Y'all worrying about a GoFundMe and stuff like that. Y'all grown people need to mature and get out of this crazy mess that we are already in. Now, if you don't know nothing about track and field, still I want to know what make him bring that weapon to school. Okay, go ask your kid why he take that weapon to school, why he locked up. Because the decision he made, they made poor decision. They made poor decision. But y'all know how boys are these days. Stop trying to act like y'all don't know how to children of the day, because y'all the one made them like this. Y'all made these kids like this. Y'all made the kids like they are. But then y'all want to sit back and complain. I hate that it really happened to both of them boys. Because first of all, if Karmelo was on my team, he wouldn't have been sitting over there under nobody else. He would have known not to sit. I don't care if it was raining. He still wouldn't have been sitting over there under nobody else's tent. But y'all, I don't been under people's tent. I don't at the track meet as a coach. I've been under people's tent. You know what? I really hate this happening to these boys. I'm not blaming neither one of these boys, because I'm not looking at them as a color. Get out your color scheme. Start looking at them as a color and look at them as a person. It shouldn't have happened. It shouldn't have happened. If you tell me right now, you walk up to me and you said, don't put your, and then y'all threaten these people. Y'all don't know nothing about these people. Y'all threaten people y'all don't even know. These folks ain't no, these some good people right here y'all talking about. You talking about a great family. Both families are good families. You got a good black family, you got a good white family. You got two good families that were two good athletes, and yeah, and they two honor roll students, two guys who looking to have a scholarship. I posting bond was okay and fine with me, because I would wonder why his bond so high, and if he ain't never did nothing like that, why was his bond so high? His bond should have been high, even if it was Austin. And the other shoe was around Austin, should deserve a bond. That's the way I look at it. Now look at the shoes on the other side of the fence. Turn it around. It shouldn't have happened. But that come from y'all ego tripping like y'all do now, like people do now. That's like people do now. They'll criticize you, jeopardize you, commenting on you, and always saying negative stuff. It's the same thing. This the kind of world we are living in, negative. How you gonna say something negative about somebody you don't know them? Come on, y'all. That's right, Rick. Right. And that what shocked me, Chris. Chris, when I looked up and I researched, I did my research on the law. I said, what? What? A knife, a gun? I don't understand. That's the law. That's the law in Texas. I can't live in Texas. The way these folk ego is and the way they fuss, I hear them fussing on YouTube. Just imagine you met somebody grown mad. Supposed to had to been two coaches. I don't seen two coaches got to fight. I don't seen stuff like that, but I never seen or heard nothing like this. Now, y'all, a lot of people got misinformation about this case. But y'all can't, it's so much. Let me tell you something. Racism ain't never went nowhere. Just because I'm not prejudiced don't mean that the next person ain't prejudiced. I'm not. I'm just a fair person. I can understand why you thinking like that. Why you looking at them people and doing this all the time. You look at the news, you see the same old thing. And y'all getting these kids authority to do what they want to do. Y'all didn't let me do what I want to do. It's going to be a lot coming out. But what tripped me out, you had two boys who they accuse committing a crime to each other on top of Bell Mountain. That's a sundown county. Ain't none of these people on YouTube talked about it, but 4 or 5 people. But then here you go, and they black boys on top of the mountain, and they 19, I think they 17, the 19 years old. And they wasn't up there. They didn't go up there to that mountain. They don't know nothing about no Bell Mountain in North Carolina. But you don't see none of these content creators talking about that. But just as soon as somebody talking about, oh, he black, he stabbed him. Okay, cool. And he white. Okay, he did. He shouldn't have pushed him. He shouldn't have did. Y'all, these are kids. That's what I'm gonna be fair. I'm gonna be fair. When it comes down to children, that's what I'm certified in. Children, educated, and knowing what to do. As a coach, mine wouldn't have been sitting in the tent by themselves. I'm watching them every second. You can hear my mouth across the field. Hey, sit down. Don't y'all do that. No. Somebody should have been watching the boy, but you know what everybody was doing? Putting out a camera, taking pictures, taking videos. That's what y'all should have been doing, saying, no, oh, hey, don't stop. Oh, go. Y'all were looking. You're a witness. You witnessed this. You saw this, but you ain't say nothing. Let's not worry about how he did it. The thing is, what was on his mind? What was on Austin's mind? What was on, God work in a mysterious way, y'all. That's all I can say. God work in a mysterious way. And he let us know it's a lot of awareness right here to this case right here, whether we don't want to believe. Y'all thinking that that boy right here, y'all thinking that he gonna be happy that he out. That boy gonna need to see a psychologist. He gonna have to see a psychologist for the rest of his life. He ain't free. He's not free. He's not free. He's gonna take his punishment. But I told y'all better watch this case, because this case ain't gonna turn out like y'all think. Keep your hands to yourself, period. And get rid of the weapons until they change, to y'all vote in Texas, all these stand your ground. Y'all didn't think about the 17-year-old. Y'all didn't think about the 18-year-old. You didn't think about your child when you voted. Oh, no, some of y'all didn't even vote. That's why you're raising hell, because you didn't vote. It's the ones who voting. They the one talking. This shouldn't have happened at no track meet. I ain't never seen no stabbing at no track meet. This right here really hurt my heart. Yeah. They don't throw no hand. They don't do that no more. All that mouth, and they ready to pull. What the first thing they do, pull the weapon. These children ain't nothing like we used to be. Y'all like, okay, the old back in the day, so what? But we disciplined. We disciplined. Even with your own children, don't be bullied in school. Just how many kids don't be bullied in school? Like Karmelo, like Austin. Austin did what his coach told him to do, but ain't nobody talking about the coach. Nobody talking about the coach. He did what his coach told him to do. He's a captain of a team. And he ran up into someone that wasn't at his school. He didn't know how that boy was going to react. Y'all children, please consider, hey, look at this boy just killed his mom and dad the other day because he mad at Trump. Y'all better get in. Y'all better pay attention to your children. Love your children. Talk to your children. Find out what's on their mind. Y'all, they got so much going on out here in this world. Mental health is very important. Just because you got a fine house and you this and you that, you got your children babysitting. They tired of all the baby crying. Y'all think it's a lot going on in these children's mind, y'all. A lot going on in these children's mind. A lot going on in these kids' mind. And y'all, they 17, they 18, they know better. Honey, please. 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 If we stand up as parents and take our position and go see about our kids and stop worrying about each other, your husband, your wife, or your relationship, worry about your children, what's on them young people mind, y'all. They got a lot on their mind that they holding on the inside. And then when they punish somebody, they punish because they don't know they did it. They just upset. I ain't get no sleep last night. The baby cried all night. Oh, mom and daddy done party all night. You don't never know what going on in these children mind. They don't want to get up on to go to no track meet like that. Y'all gotta ask yourself, what ain't something ain't right. And I don't care what that activist said, them boys know of each other. I know they know of each other. The coach know they know each other because they are in the district. Their names is on that paper. They are in lanes. Their names are out there. Y'all already said he was a superstar. You think don't nobody know this superstar in Frisco district? Please stop playing. Everybody know who that is. They ain't got to know the person, but they can run into the person. When you go to the treadmill, oh y'all, hey, look y'all, there she go. You see that girl? She the fastest thing out here. Y'all better run y'all behind out. Y'all better run hard. Y'all better run fast. All them coaches know who Metcalf and Karmelo is. Stop lying. They do know each other from track, from football, and from their name on that district paper. You think we don't tell our children who to look out in football? I hear the coaches. Number 57. Y'all watch out. Number 57, 42. I told y'all they practice in number 36 on the end. You know, I told y'all what they going to do, what they're capable of doing. Now y'all done met up from football to the track meet. You don't never know what's on a child mind. Even tell the kid you can't beat them just to hike. That's right. Y'all know we know that. And then they trying to act like these boys, we know they don't know each other by eating tacos and all that. We know they don't, but we know they don't hurt each other in that county, in that district, because they are in their district. They don't play football against each other. They know each other. But that don't cause nobody to get killed. I'm not going to wish that on nobody, child. White, black, Puerto Rican, whatever kind of color. Nigeria, I don't care. I do not wish this on nobody. Every time I look at Austin, I wish he was still alive. I wish he was still alive. Shoot. I done got punched before. Guess what I did? Went back up punching. Sorry. But that ain't got nothing to do with no eye for no eye. It's but you got to tell your kid to protect themselves. Now y'all got to ask yourself, why you take that knife to school? Why you take that rumor has it that one of the McCall parents committed? See, now they going all into that. What do that has to do with this track meet? You know what I mean, Elton? They going into what the dad is, and then they got to go what the dad was ASA. Okay, we're not talking about that grown man. We talking about these babies. We talking about these children. Both of them boys are taught and learn how to protect themselves. Austin was told to do what he was told to do. Karmelo was told to do. Nobody brought up not one time the coaches. And I'm going to stick by what I said. Where were them damn coaches at? Where were the security at? Where were the stadium manager at? Where were the people at? Yeah, and the baby gone. The baby gone, but his family's still here. And Hunter told the truth from the beginning. I don't care what y'all say about Austin brother. Austin brother told y'all what happened from the beginning. Only person we haven't heard from the beginning was Karmelo. Only thing we going by what the police officer said. Only thing we heard was what the police officer said. We didn't hear what Karmelo said. We don't know what Karmelo said. Only thing we going by is what the police said. We don't know what that boy said when he ran up to them police, and we don't. We don't. And Hunter told y'all from the beginning. Hunter didn't lie. Karmelo, if he told the story, like the officer said, he told what happened. Karmelo told what happened from the officer mouth, but we ain't heard from Karmelo yet. Hunter told y'all what happened. Hunter didn't lie. Hunter said my brother pushed him. But y'all so sensitive these days. That's why I don't fool with people. I don't be when I see a few people in my chat, I be glad I got a few people on my channel. It don't make me cry. Cause being around a whole lot of people ain't nothing but a whole bunch of mess. A whole lot of people, a whole lot of mess. I'd rather run by myself. But these are kids. Just imagine how many kids in school, how many teachers ain't, how many coaches not protected on the stand your ground law. They don't slap the teacher in the face and got away with it. Y'all ain't, I mean, whew. They are trying to paint a picture on the McCann family like they are saying they need to lead these folks. Stop talking about Metcalf family, negative about Metcalf family, Austin family. They need to stop talking about them and get out of their business and stay on the track meet. And they need to talk and stop talking and bashing Karmelo family and get in the track meet. Get in the track meet. There was a Josh said Karmelo should never put that knife out of their bag. You know what? I don't know what. That's why I said, and they keep putting emphasis on that. They don't know each other. Yes, they do. They know of each other in the county, in the district. They do. I don't know why he pulled that knife out, but y'all don't know what was on his mind when he got there. That's why you don't approach people. That's why you don't talk about people. That's why you don't put your hand on people. I don't have the right to put my hand on McCaff in school. If McCaff slapped me in school and I'm a teacher, I cannot put my hand back on that boy. You're not supposed to do that, y'all. Teachers can't do that. I feel so sorry for teachers. Like me, a student wanted to put her hands on me in my class, in my PE class. You know, PE teachers, we see a whole lot. And I told my girls on the track team, y'all get this girl. Get this child. She's just in the 8th grade. Get her. I know what I'm capable of doing to a child, but why would I attack that child? Sometimes you got to bag off, y'all. You got to make decisions. Cause see, I could have made the wrong decision, do like most of the student teacher did, jump on the student. But what I'm gonna hit a child for? It's a whole lot, man. He shouldn't have put it. He shouldn't, but also shouldn't have touched. There you go. You got eye for an eye, Rick. You got eye for an eye. You are crazy if you don't keep a weapon on you to protect yourself. You got to have a weapon. I got a hammer in my goddamn car to keep from pulling out my pistol. You see what I did? I made a decision to keep it. Because y'all saw me getting out that car when I was on that job. Y'all saw me getting out that car early in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning going to work. Y'all saw me looking around in a circle. And I used that hammer too. But I had something better than a hammer. So these are kids. All I got to say, and I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna continue to say it. I don't care how nobody feel. Where do I know the coaches got to be on the field? If I'm a coach, a head coach, and I'm gonna be on the field, and I coached high school track for 5 years. I still had the principal. I still had a parent. I still had a responsible and adult up under their tent with my children, because I know children got an attitude. Only thing you got to do is say one thing to them, they'll fight, because that's the world we're living in. We are living in a sensitive world. You say something about somebody, look at somebody funny, they ready to take a knife out and stab you or shoot you. So this is not nothing. This is not nothing, but what it did was open up the awareness to change the law, and that'll make people vote. that will make people vote and think before you vote. But we need grown people. We got to have weapons. I'm gonna keep me some. Yeah, I don't put my property, don't bring that pistol out that house. But baby, on my door, try me. I got something gonna let you think with that hammer. I ain't lying. I'm just gonna have to tell the truth. And Cam Jones, you know what? Guess what? They were bullying each other. Let's be fair with this. Let's be fair with this. Them boys were bullying each other. But where was the coach? Where were the parents? Where were the responsible adults here at this point? Both of these boys was in a wrong. Cause they was in an altercation. They was in wrong. Who could have prevented this? What the adults? They all with somebody standing around. They saw this when it first started, y'all. They saw this situation when it first started. But guess what they did? Nothing but take pictures. That's all people do now. Pull their phones out in video. Ready to see a fight. Ready to see what happened. Me, that been me seen. I would have broke my neck over there to try. I probably would have got said, I ain't worried about getting stabbed. I would say, you know, because I know me. I knew my boys on my team. People. And I know children do what they are told to do. These are boys. And they ego tripping. That's what they do. That's what the teachers call y'all every day about Johnny. The teachers call y'all and complain to y'all about y'all own chillings. And y'all won't do nothing about it until a teacher get on nothing but side of the head, and then y'all want to call the law. Go back with a parent. The law. If you do something to your child for talking to their mama the wrong way or talking to you the wrong way, you're going to jack them up, right? Because who the boss? All right, what make the difference when the law step in? Y'all better look at this situation while y'all complaining about it. I hate that boy right there. Law said slide. I seen, okay, CM, you saying Austin bullies. Now, I didn't say it. Oh, yeah, see, you say CM. CM, you saying Austin bullied Karmelo for years with a knife? Nah, that ain't it. No, he didn't bully him for years. No. See, that's misinformation. I seen so many video and pictures from the aftermath, and kids was filming him, and his brother was holding him. And that's the hurt part. There you go, Alton. There you go, Alton. There you go. They don't know this. People, only thing children is taught is to protect themselves because of the world that we're living in. It can happen to my kids. It can happen to your kids. Self-defense. I hit you. You hit me back. Not hit you and you kill me. But you know what? Guess what, Josh? Why didn't nobody go get security because they boys? Why didn't nobody say nothing to them? Because that's what people do these days. They ready to pull out the camera instead of saving that boy's life. Austin, what were his teammates at? Where was Austin teammates? Now y'all want to go dead down in this. Where was Austin? Austin man, no, Austin man, no. No, come on, Austin man, no. Let's go get security. Where's the bigger person who hey, go get security. No, Austin, don't do that, man. You gotta trap me to do. I always get before these kids get to fighting y'all early in the morning in that gym. Y'all know how PE teacher. We got to talk country just like the children. We're not going to use the correct language. We got to use the language that the kids are using. And that's why I can't even get my words right together because I'm used to working around children the way they talk. I had to learn to talk just like them because they weren't used to that proper language. But the thing is, what were Austin teammates? They walked to the middle school together. They knew Austin Temple. They knew how Austin was. Why y'all didn't stop Austin from touching that boy? Why y'all didn't pull Austin back? Why y'all didn't say, Austin, don't do that? We can look at this thing all kind of ways. We can look at this thing out, but nobody never said what I said. Austin, don't do that, man. Austin. Austin didn't just get up and say, hey, man, get off another hour tent. Children get up in track, they get up under 10 all the time. I have tall boys 6'5". My son is 6'5" and 6'8", and I'm constantly talking about awareness and traveling together. And Ethan, you doing the right thing. Y'all got to talk. Karmelo doesn't go to that. We know Karmelo don't go to that school. You think we don't know that? You know what? You know what, Josh? What I just say? Where are the coaches? See, we blaming these students. Where is the responsible teammates? Where are the responsible adults? Where the assistant coach? Where are the coaches? Where are the team? Where? And why? And how this happened? Lenita has experience in these situations. Man, I don't sing so much, Rick. No, I'm not even being racist, period. If I'm be racist with about, and thank you, Rick. Teachers should carry a gun. I don't think teachers should carry a gun, especially me being a PE teacher, working in there with discipline, working in there with attitude. Y'all know the PE teacher, we get the worst kind of experiment. We see so much. Don't you know they try to fight us? They'll fight us. Don't y'all know this not about racists, period? I don't deal with white student, black student, don't matter about that. We don't look at kids as color. We look at kids as kids, mentally. Why everybody else look at it as racist? I don't look at this thing as racist. Justifying Karmelo killing that kid. Ain't nobody justified Karmelo and didn't have no business. Karmelo, the only thing I can say this. Where's the coach? Ain't nobody fussing about the coaches. Because, see, if I was a coach and I saw Karmelo sitting over there under a tent that they are about to compete against me, Karmelo, hey, man, come on from over there. Shit, we about to compete against these people. You can say what, Josh, you can say what you want. It don't hurt me because I'm used to people. I'm used to negative and positive. I'm used to diversity. I'm used to it. See, you still worried about Karmelo carrying a knife, Josh, but the law said he can carry a weapon, Josh. Josh, you not understanding the law? You missing the point that he can carry a knife. Austin can carry a knife. Oh, you think Austin don't have a weapon? He probably didn't bring it down. Them kids can do what they want to do these days. See, we can't look at the law, Josh. It's the law making these kids behave like they was telling the parent one minute, they were telling the parent they couldn't even discipline their own kids. But now y'all want to throw the law up in their face when they do stuff. Okay, we just want to argue. Josh, you just want to argue. I ain't got time for you. You don't know the law. You young. You don't know the law. I ain't on Karmelo's side, and I'm definitely not on. I'm not on nobody's side. I'm on the truth, and the law stinks. That's right, Elton. Josh, this is the wise woman. Thank you, Cameron. I'm trying to tell him, Cam. I'm trying to tell him. Learn the law. It's not Karmelo's fault and it's not Austin's fault. It's the law put this in place. That's why we can't. That's why the parent can't raise their kids now because we got the law raising them. The law raised them. The law raising them. If it was a black guy that lost his life, it's not see, you going into the color. And I'm not going into the color. I like white folks. I like black folks. My son mixed. I got a dark-skinned son, I got a mixed son. I ain't prejudiced. I love people. I'm not prejudiced like you, but let me tell you something. It do exist. Only thing you have to do is educate your kids. And I'm going to tell y'all children, if you're listening, start trying to be the law. Let the law do what the law need to do. Because if you don't do what the law says, guess what? Karmelo know the law. What Karmelo asked guess what? What he asked the police. We all believe red. Thank you. Right now, if something happened to Josh and nobody here for him want to get him blood, and I decide to get him blood, it's gonna be the same system on the inside. But that's something that I can't control. So y'all prejudice people. I can't stop y'all from being racist. I can't. Them twins know what happened. They know. His brother know what. He said my brother pushed him. His brother. One thing, and then if they leave, Hunter already. See, Hunter already don't told the truth. See, that's what people not looking at. Hunter told the truth. Karmelo, what Hunter said is what Karmelo's saying. So what's the difference? It was a white kid said, now since you want to be racist, there was a white kid, the brother was the witness. He said what happened. And what he said, what happened? That boy going to jail. Y'all think that boy ain't gonna do no time? He gonna go to, hey, it'd be surprised, y'all. He don't do no time. Told y'all don't be surprised of the outcome due to the law. I didn't make the law. I didn't write the law, but trust me. When that law came out there, y'all should have thought about that. You need to think about your kids. It's so many 17-year-old right now carrying weapons to school. So many teachers losing their lives because of students with weapons in their hand. But ain't nobody looking at the teachers. Ain't nobody looking what the teachers got to face. We don't been threatened before. We don't been pushed down before. We don't been kicked on. Hey, baby, we don't be in everything. Teachers don't been in a lot. But ain't nobody defending the teachers. The teachers go through what these boys go through. But when the teacher go upside somebody's head for disrespecting their mama, y'all ready to lock them up. And what they got to do with color? It's the law. See, I ain't gonna hit no child because I know what the law said. Y'all better look at y'all let them make that law. This is stand your ground. And y'all gotta remember that these kids 17 and 18 years old. But he luckily. They still bring knives to school. What y'all gonna do about that? They still bring guns to school. I mean, elementary kids. This is not nothing new. It's new to y'all because it hit the media. See, when y'all didn't have social media, see, I used to have my class doing Just Dance. We used to do exercise off of social media back in 2019 before I retired. I don't defend a whole lot of kids. I don't defend a lot of diversity kids. Oh my God. I didn't know racism exists until I started working at this store just to get these couple hours for Social Security. I didn't know this. I didn't know it as anyone on in mind. It was my people too. But they were from other countries. I didn't know. I'm shocked. I'm not shocked, but it's in my face. When stuff is in your face and when you see it, you go like, dang, man, they doing it like this? I feel like a slave. Not with the black and the white, it's with another country. It's a lot y'all don't see in that experience. I'm going to say this. The law, y'all sign up for the law. Y'all made the law, people. Now what y'all gonna do? Break the law? And then when y'all break the law, guess what's gonna happen? Consequences. Still gonna be consequences. Let me tell you something. Karmelo not the only one got a knife in his book bag out there. Karmelo wasn't the only one with a knife out there, y'all. Trust me. They think that metal detector gonna work. My metal detector gonna work when I come through the airport with my knees because I got plate in my knees. But they still check me when I go down to the federal building. If you're not consistent, things like this won't happen. If you was a coach, you was a parent, y'all parents get up out y'all butt and go to the kids' track meet and go sit out there early in the morning. Y'all don't want to get out the bed and go sit on track meet. Y'all like, share, and subscribe. I'm out of here.